Good morning, students. I hope you all are fit and fine and doing well at your home. This is grade 10 mathematics, chapter 3, pair of linear equations in two variables. As you all know that in our previous videos, we already saw exercise 3.1, 3.2 and 3.3 up to question number 2. Now today in this video, we covered in exercise 3.3 question number 3 example. First of all, I read out a fraction become 9 upon 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. If 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 upon 6. Find the fraction. Here our target is we want to find the fraction. Here there are given two fraction 9 upon 11 and second one is 5 upon 6. So first of all we consider, suppose in a fraction numerator is x and denominator is equal to y, and after that we apply these two conditions on that variable and make a two equation and solve them and get a value of x and y. Therefore, first of all I write here, suppose in a fraction the numerator is equal to x and the denominator is equal to y. Okay, now apply this condition. Therefore I write by given condition, what happened? 2 is added to both numerator as well as denominator. Therefore, what is our fraction? Here we write fraction is equal to, therefore fraction is equal to x upon y, because this is a numerator and this is a denominator. Now we added 2 both the numerator and denominator. Fraction will be 9 upon 11. Therefore, by given condition, we add 2 on a numerator and we add 2 on a denominator. It will be 9 upon 11. This is the first condition. Okay. Now what is the second condition? If 3 is added both numerator and denominator, it will be 5 upon 6. Again, we apply that condition. Now this time we add 3 in numerator and 3 on denominator. It will be 5 upon 6. Yes. Now this is a two equation. We want to solve these two equations and find the value of x and y. After finding x and y, we put here x and y. We get our final fraction. Okay. Now what happened? Do multiplication here. Therefore, 11 into x plus 2 is equal to 9 into y plus 2. Now open this bracket. 11x into 22. 11x plus 22 is equal to 9y plus 18. 9y plus 18. Now by transpose method, 11x minus 9y is equal to 18 minus 22. That means minus 4. Now if we get a value of x, here what happened? 11x is equal to 9y minus 4. 11x is equal to 9y minus 4. X is equal to 9y minus 4 upon 11. This is the value of x. Okay. Now here, same way we do cross multiplication. Or you can directly put x is equal to this value here. But it's a half. That means first of all we solve it. 6 into x plus 3, what happened? 6x plus 6 3s are 18 is equal to 5y, 5 3 are 15. Okay, now we put this value in this equation. What happened? 6, what is the value of x? 9y minus 4 upon 11 plus 18 is equal to 5y plus 15. Okay, now we multiply all term by 11. What happened? If we multiply this term by 11, 11 cancel, we get 6 into this bracket. That means 9 6 are 54y minus 6 4 are 24 plus 18 into 11. Okay, 198 is equal to 11 into 5. That means 55y, and last 11 into 15. What happened? 165. Okay, got it everyone? Okay, now together like terms and arrange together constant term. We have, I transferred this term on the right side and this term here. What happened? Minus 24 plus 198 minus 165 is equal to 55y minus 54y. Okay, it will be only single y. Now here these two are negative terms. That means we have to add first one and after subtract 198. What happened? 165 plus 24. 165 plus 24. That means 189 and minus 198. Okay, this is a sign of 198. What happened? 198 minus 189. Okay, or you can write this way: 198 189. Okay, here 900. That means we have 9. Y is equal to 9. Okay, now we put y is equal to y in this equation, this or this or this or this, anywhere. Okay, choice is yours and we will get the value of x. Okay, so I put this value in this formula. What happened? Look here. Suppose I naming this equation number 3. Now put y is equal to 9 in equation number 3. We get x is equal to 9 into y. What is the y? Y is again 9 minus 4 upon 11. That means 9 9s are 81 minus 4 upon 11. Okay, that means 77 upon 11. 11 7s are, that means x is equal to 7. Okay, initially we consider x as a numerator and y as a denominator. That means our required fraction is 7 upon y. At last you have to compulsory write required fraction is equal to x upon y. That means 7 upon 9. This is our final answer. Okay, got it everyone? I hope you have understood. Okay, look, now third word problem. What is the question number 6? 5 years, hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his sons. 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? Here there are two persons. First one is Jacob and second one is his son. First of all, we consider, suppose the present age of Jacob and the present age of his son. Okay, so I write here let's start solution number 6. Suppose the present age of Jacob is equal to X year, okay, and the present age of his son is equal to Y year, okay. Now we apply these two conditions on these two variables and get a two equation. Every time it happens, okay. What is the first condition? 5 years hence. Hence, that means this is a future tense, or you can understand after. Hence, that means after. Okay. After 5 years. Okay. Now I write, therefore, after 5 years, what happened? The age will be X plus 5 and his son will be Y plus 5. After 5 years, the age of Jacob will be X plus 5 years and the age of his son will be Y plus 5 year, okay. And what is the condition? 5 years, hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times of that. 3 times. This will be 3 times with respect to his son. Therefore, I write X plus 5 is equal to 3 times of his son. Okay, this is our first equation. Now, first of all, we simplify this equation. What happened? X plus 5 is equal to 3y plus 15. Okay. Now I get the value of x. X is equal to 3y plus 15 minus 5. That means 3y plus 10. X is equal to 3y plus 10. Say this is equation number 1. Okay. Now further, 5 years ago, that means now 5 years ago, Jacob was X minus 5 years and his son was Y minus 5 years. The age of Jacob was X minus 5 years and the age of his son was Y minus 5 years. Okay. In this time, 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. Now, therefore, X minus 5 is equal to 7 times with respect to his son. This is our second equation. Now simplify this one. X minus 5 is equal to 7y minus 35. Now this is the second equation. Now we solve these two equations and get the value of x and y, which is a present age of Jacob and his son. For that, I put this value in this equation. X is equal to 3y plus 10. Here I put x is equal to 3y plus 10. Therefore, 3y plus 10 minus 5 is equal to 7y minus 35. Okay. Now transfer 3y on opposite side. 10 minus 5. This is 35 here. Plus 10 minus 5. 7y minus 3y. That means 35 plus 10. 45. 45 minus 5. 40. 40 is equal to 4y. Okay. I write here 40 is equal to 4y. That means 40 upon 4 is equal to y. That means 10 is equal to y. Okay. Y is equal to 10. Now I put y is equal to 10 in equation number 1. Also you can put in equation number 2. Okay, but this is a simple one. Therefore, I write from equation 1. From equation 1, x is equal to 3y. 3. What is a y? Y is 10 plus 10. That means 30 plus 10. That means 40. Finally, we have x is equal to 40. And we consider x as the present age of Jacob and y as the present age of his son. At last, you have to write, therefore, the present age of Jacob is 40 years and the present age of his son is 10 years. Okay? I hope you have understood. Even though if you have any doubt, you can ask in our live session. Till then, have a good day. Thank you very much.